Hello dear students, welcome back to my channel. Very important video. In this video we'll solve important 3-mark questions from the unit Coordinate Geometry. Very simple and easy chapter to score 3-mark question from this unit. So before solving the questions from this unit, first we'll try to list down the formulas from this unit. What is the first formula? That is the distance between 2 points is given by the formula d equals. Students, make a note of all this formula. D equals what? x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. The distance between 2 points is given by the formula d equals square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, and also the distance between the point and the origin is given by d equals square root of x square plus y square. Next, the section formula. It is given by p of x comma y equals mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Section formula, that is a point division of a line segment by point p of x comma y in the ratio m is to n is given by p of x comma y equals mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. And also midpoint formula. The coordinates of midpoint of line joining the points is given by p of x comma y equals x2 plus x1 by 2, comma y2 plus y1 by 2. Next, area of triangle. Area of triangle, when its coordinates of vertices are given, is given by the formula area of triangle equals half into x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. Students, in case of finding area of triangle or the distance cannot be negative. It cannot be negative. If we get negative also, you should take as positive. And also, if area of triangle, if you get as 0, that means the points are collinear. If the area of triangle is equal to 0, that means the points are collinear. That means all the points lie on the same line. Students, these are the important formulas you should remember before solving the problems. Based on the distance formula, you'll get 2-mark question. Based on the distance between the pointer and origin, you can expect 1 mark 1 question. Based on section formula, 3-mark question. Based on midpoint, 1 or 2-mark question. Based on area of triangle, you can expect 3-mark question. So chapter is very simple to score 3 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, around 7 to 8 marks very easily. So all the questions what I am going to solve are very important. Do try to make a note. Try to solve all the questions in my worksheet, and also after solving the questions in my worksheet, try to solve the extra questions from the practice papers and also from the textbook to score good marks. Now we'll try to solve the first question. Find the area of triangle ABC joined by the points A of 0 comma 5, B of 6 comma 11, and C of 10 comma 7. Now the first step is write down the given points, that is A of 0 comma 5, and the point B is 6 comma 11, and point C is 10 comma 7. Now take this first point as x1 y1, and this as x2 y2, then the point C as x3 y3. Now what is the value of x1? X1 is 0, y1 is 5, x2 is 6, y2 is 11, x3 is 10, y3 is 7. Now what we need to find out? We need to find out the area of triangle. Therefore area of triangle formula is area of triangle equals half into x y minus y plus x y minus y plus x y minus y. Now I'll write 1 2 3 in the cyclic order. 1 2 3. Next after 1 what we get is 2, after 2 it is 3, after 3 it is 1. In the same way 3 1 2. Now we have listed down the points and have written the area of triangle formula. What I need to do now, just substitute the values. Now area of triangle equals half into x1 is how much? 0 into y2 is 11 minus y3 is 7 plus what is x2? x2 is 6, y3 is 7 minus y1 is 5 plus x3 is 10 into y1 is 5 minus y2 is 11. Area of triangle equals half into, now 0 into anything will become 0, that becomes 0 plus 6 into 7 minus 5 is 2 plus 10 into 5 minus 11 is minus 6. Why it is minus? Because we are subtracting a bigger number from the smaller number. After subtraction put bigger number sign. Now area of triangle equals half into 6 into 2 is 12 plus into minus 10 into 6 is 60, which is equal to half into 12 minus 60, what we get is minus 48. Now divide 48 by 2 times 1, 2 times 24 is 48. Now what we get? Area of triangle equals minus 24. Since area cannot be negative, take it as what? Positive value. Now area of triangle equals plus 24 square units. You should definitely write the units, otherwise half marks will be cut in case if the unit is not written. Therefore the area of triangle is plus 24 square units. Students, hopefully have understood the problem. Just identify the points and write down the area of triangle formula, then substitute the values and simplify. You'll get the area of triangle very easily. Simple 3-mark question, very easy to score 3 marks. Now in the same way you can try out this question by yourself. After trying, do check out the answer from the textbook or from your friends or with your teacher. Now we'll be solving very important question, finding the value of k when the given points are collinear. Students, have already said you, when the points are collinear, area of triangle will be equal to 0. Now what I'll do now, I'll write down the given points. A of 2 comma 3, B of 4 comma k, and C of 6 comma minus 3. Take it as x1 y1, x2 y2, then x3 y3. Now what is the given condition? The points are collinear. it's better to write down the given condition in the answer. If the points are collinear, that means area of triangle will be equal to 0. Now what is the area of triangle formula? Half into x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2, right? It will be equated to 0 since the points are collinear. Now now if you cross multiply 2 into 0, it becomes 0. Now what is the value of x1? x1 is 2. What is y2? y2 is k minus y3 is minus 3. It is written as minus of minus 3 plus x2 is 4, y3 is minus 3 minus y1 is 3 plus x3 is 6, y1 is 3 minus y2 is k equals 0. Now always try to simplify the terms inside the bracket. Always you should simplify the terms inside the bracket. That will be easy to solve the question. Also you can avoid the mistakes. Now 2 into minus plus, it becomes k plus 3 plus 4 into, I'll be simplifying the terms inside the brackets, minus 3 it is minus 6 plus 6 into 3 minus k as it is equal to 0. Now multiply. It is a monomial binomial multiplication. Now 2 into k is 2k, 2 into 3 is what? 6. In the same way, plus into minus, 4 into 6 is 24. Now 6 into 3 is what? 18. 6 into k is 6k, plus into minus equals 0. Now what is the next step? Try to group the like terms, that is 2k minus 6k, 2k minus 6k, and group the constants now. Plus 6 minus 24 plus 18 equals 0. Now 2k minus 6k is minus 4k. Now plus 6 minus 24, what I get is minus 18, and remaining plus 18 as it is equal to 0. Plus 18 minus 18 will cancel out. Now minus 4k equals 0. K equals 0 divided by minus 4. 0 divided by anything, what I get? What we get is 0. Therefore the value of k is 0. Students, very simple question. This kind of question will be asked in the examination. Do try to practice all the questions what I am solving now. Find the value of k given the points are collinear. If the points are collinear, that means the area of triangle equal to 0, right? Now equate area of triangle equal to 0. What is the area of triangle formula? Half into x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2 equal to 0. Then if you cross multiply, this 2 into 0 becomes 0. Then substitute the value of x1 y1 x2 y2 and x3 y3, and if you simplify, you'll get the value of k. In the same way, you have one more question to find out. Find the value of k for which the points a of 7 comma minus 2, b of 5 comma 1 and c of 3 comma k are collinear. Hopefully you'll solve this problem. What is the first step? First step is list down the points and name it as what? x1 y1 x2 y2 and x3 y3. Then write down the given condition. What is the given condition here? The points are collinear. If the points are collinear, that means the area of triangle is equal to 0. And substitute the value of x1 y1 x2 y2 and x3 y3 and simplify, you'll get the value of k. Student will try to solve the next question. Very simple question. This question has been asked in 2019 March board SSLC exam, final exam. Based on the collinear question, you will get the question for your exam. Now students, given the points minus 1 comma 5 comma 3, b of 6 comma minus 2, and c of minus 3 comma 4. We should find out whether the points are collinear. To show the points are collinear, it is very simple for me to use what? Area of triangle formula. If I get area of triangle is equal to 0, that means the points are collinear. If I get any value, that means the points will not be collinear. Now what I'll do now? I'll list down the points. A of what? Minus 1.5 comma 3. I'll name it as x1, y1. Next b of 6 comma minus 2. I'll name it as x2, y2. And c of minus 3 comma 4. Name it as x3, y3. Students, when you're solving the questions, you should have patience. List down the given data, then try to write the formulas, then try to substitute and simplify it. Don't try to solve directly without writing the formulas. Sometimes the solution will not be correct. Now what I'll do now, I'll find out the area of triangle. Area of triangle is given by the formula half into x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 into what? y1 minus y2. Now area of triangle equals half into what is x1? It is minus 1.5. What is y2? y2 it is minus 2, y3 is 4, minus 4 as it is, plus x2 is 6, y3 is 4, minus y1 is 3, plus x3 is minus 3 into y1 is 3 minus of minus 2. Area of triangle equals half into minus 1.5, minus 2 minus 6 is, sorry, minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6, plus 6 into 4 minus 3 is 1, plus into minus, minus 3, minus into minus, plus it becomes 3 plus 2, it becomes 5. Now area of triangle equals half into, now multiply minus into minus, it becomes plus. Now 1.5 into 6, that is multiply 15 into 6, we'll get 90, move one decimal point, we get 9. 6 into 1 is 6, 3 5s are 15, equals what? Half into 9 plus 6 is 15, minus 15, what I get is half into 0. 15 minus 15 is 0. 0 into anything is 0. Therefore, we have got area of triangle equals 0 square units. That means, what is the conclusion? The conclusion is the given points are collinear. What do you mean by collinear? All the points lie on the same line. That means if the area of triangle is equal to 0, that means the points are collinear. So in the same way, using the concept of collinear, find the value of k. So this is a question for your practice. Now we'll be moving to next very important question. This question has been asked in preparatory paper. So find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points 4 comma minus 3 and 8 comma 5 in the ratio 3:1 internally. Given the points are what? A of 4 comma minus 3 and B of 8 comma 5 and a point P of x comma y divides the line segment AB in the ratio what? M:1, given it as what? 3:1. Now which formula I should use to find the coordinates of P? That is using what? Section formula. What is Can you repeat the section formula? P of x comma y equals mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. Students, you can use the formula m1 x2 m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. It is same as this. Instead of m2 I have used as n. my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Now try to substitute the values of m, n, x1, y1 and x2, y2. I'll take this as x1, y1 and x2, y2. Now p of x comma y equals, what is the value of m? It is 3. 3 into x2 is 8 plus n value is 1 into x1 is 4 divided by m plus 1. N is 3 plus 1 comma m value is 3. y2 is what? y2 is 5 plus n is 1. y1 is minus 3 divided by 3 plus 1. Now p of x comma y equals 3 into 8 is 24 plus 1 into 4 is 4 divided by 3 plus 1 is 4 comma 3 5s are 15 plus into minus minus 3 1s are 3 divided by 4. Now p of x comma y equals 24 plus 4 is 28 by 4 comma 15 minus 3 is 12 divided by 4. Now p of x comma y equals 28 by 4 is 7, 12 by 4 is 3. Therefore the coordinates of p is what? 7 comma 3. Very simple question to score 3 marks. So I've given a question to solve or practice. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points 1 minus 1 comma 7, 4 comma 3 in the ratio 2:3 internally. Now moving to next question, we should find out the ratio. Already the point dividing the line segment is given. We should find out what? The ratio. That means we should find out the ratio m:/n by using section formula. What is the point p of x comma y? It is given as what? Minus 4 comma 6. What is the point a is what? Minus 6 comma 10 and b is 3 comma minus 8. Take this as x1 y1, it as x2 y2. Using section formula, p of x comma y equals what? m x2 plus n x1 divided by m plus n comma m y2 plus n y1 divided by m plus n. Now what is p of x comma y? It is minus 4 comma 6, already given in the question. Minus 4 comma 6 equals, what is the value of m? We need to find out. Keep as it is. M into x2 is what? x2 is 3 plus n as it is into x1 is minus 6 whole divided by m plus n comma m as it is into y2 is minus 8 plus n value as it is into y1 is 10 whole divided by m plus n. Now minus 4 comma 6 equals m into 3 is what? Or 3 into m we get 3m plus into minus minus n into 6 we get 6n divided by m plus n. The same way minus 8m plus 10n divided by m plus n. Now students, you should equate with the coordinate of x with the coordinate of x, or you can equate the coordinate of y with the y. If you use any one condition, if you equate any, that is x coordinate or y coordinate, you will get the answer. Now what I'll do now, I'll try out with equating the y coordinate. Is minus 4 equals 3m minus 6n divided by m plus n. Now cross multiply. Minus 4 into m plus n equals 3m minus 6n. Now minus 4 into m is minus 4m, plus into minus minus, minus 4 into n is 4n equals 3m minus 6n. Now you should simplify such a way that all the m terms should be on the LHS and n terms should be on the RHS. Now what I'll do now, I'll keep all the m terms, that is minus 4m on the LHS, that is minus, we have 3m, shift LHS, it becomes minus 3m, minus 6n in the RHS as it is, shift minus 4n to RHS, it becomes plus 4n. Now minus 4m minus 3n, what I'll get, minus 7m equals minus 6n plus 4n is minus 2n. Now minus and minus will cancel out on both LHS and RHS. What I get now, 7m equals 2n. Now divide or send this n to LHS, or the cross multiply, what I get, m by n equals, and also 7, what I get is 2 by 7. Therefore the ratio m is to n equals 2 is to 7. Cross multiply, we get the ratio m as what, 2 is to 7. In the same way, you can solve one more practice question. In what ratio there is a point minus 1 comma 6, divide the line segment joining the points a of minus 3 comma 10 and b of 6 comma 8. Here also you need to find out the ratio, equate whether x coordinate or equate y coordinates on LHS and RHS to find out the ratio. Very simple question. It can be asked for 3 marks. Students, next question, it is there in the example. By using the concept of midpoint, find out, first draw the parallelogram, draw a parallelogram and mark the vertices as A, B, C, D. A is what, 6 comma 1, B is what, 8 comma 2, and C is 9 comma 4, and D is what, P comma 3. Now we know that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Now find out the midpoint of A and C. In the same way, midpoint of B and D, the midpoint of AC will be equal to midpoint of BD. If you equate it, you can easily find out the value of P. Why the midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD? Because the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. That means the midpoint of AC will be equal to midpoint of BD. Let me solve. Midpoint of AC is equal to midpoint of BD. The reason is what? The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Now what is the midpoint of AC? That is x2 plus x1 by 2 comma y2 plus y1 by 2. In the same way, midpoint of BD is what? x2 plus x1 by 2 comma y2 plus y1 by 2. Midpoint of AC is what? x2 plus x1 is 9 plus 6 by 2 comma y2 plus y1 is 4 plus 1 by 2. In the same way, midpoint of BD is what? 8 plus p by 2 comma y2 plus y1 is 2 plus 3 by 2. What is now 9 plus 6 is 15 by 2 comma 5 by 2 equals what? 8 plus p by 2 comma 2 plus 3 is 5 by 2. Now equate x coordinate, that is 15 by 2 equals 8 plus p by 2. Now 2 and 2 on LHS and RHS will cancel out. Now what I get is 15 equals 8 plus p. Now shift 8 to LHS, it becomes minus 8. 15 minus 8 equals p. P equals 15 minus 8 is what? We get 7. Therefore the value of p is 7. Very simple problem. And also students, in case they can ask, given 4 points, they can ask you to find out the area of parallelogram given 4 points or the vertices of parallelogram. What you can do, find out the area of triangle of ABD and area of triangle of BDC. Then if you add area of triangles, you will get the area of parallelogram. So there are many questions are there in the textbook. After you complete all my worksheet, don't limit yourself. Try to solve the additional questions from the practice paper, especially Udupi Kolar papers, and both model paper, preparatory papers. Definitely you can score more than 70 marks. Best wishes for the exam. Thank you for watching the video. Do subscribe the channel.